So I'm back with part 3. Let's continue. All right, we're up to verse 4 here. Who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High. All right, the God power. All right. So this is that God complex that Esau has. All right. And we're going to give you some precepts to give you further understanding about that. All right. Or that is worship. See? So that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God. That temple of God are the Israelites. Right? 1 Corinthians 3:16, know ye not that ye are the temple of God? All right, and that he dwelleth in you, and whosoever defile the temple of God, shall be destroyed. All right, and that's talking about, right, he destroyed 2/3 of our people. All right, he took their minds. All right, they suffer from, that Stockholm syndrome. Okay, they're blinded. Okay, they can't see the truth. They can't come into the truth. You understand? Their minds have been taken. All right? Proverbs 21:16. He that wandereth out of the way of understanding what? This truth, this wisdom, this knowledge, all right, of these scriptures, all right, shall remain in the congregation of the dead. That means spiritually and mentally dead. All right? All right. So that he, as the Most High, the God power, sitteth in the temple of God, right? Because he's sitting on the congregation, on the mount of the congregation. I'm going to prove that to you. We're going to go over to Isaiah 14. All right, showing himself that he is the Most High. See that? All right, let's do that. All right, give me a minute here. All right. All right, this is Isaiah 14. All right, we'll start at the 12th verse. Okay. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? And that's not talking about the spiritual entity Satan. The spiritual entity Satan is an angel, a morning star, who serves the Heavenly Father on the left-hand side, overseeing wickedness, right? Unrighteousness for the Lord. All right? The Lord is about a balance. He does good and evil. All right? And that's proven all throughout the scriptures, and that's not the lesson for today. I'll give you an example. Isaiah 45:7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do these things. You understand that? Now we turn around and we tell that and we show that, and these wacky-tacky Christians out here go, oh no, God is all about love. He don't do evil. Well, it shows you how ignorant these people are, pursuant to, 1 Corinthians 14:38, all right? They're, let the ignorant be ignorant. And that's what they are. They're ignorant of the truth. They're ignorant of these scriptures, all right? So, no, Satan serves the Heavenly Father on the left-hand side, and I shouldn't have to tell you who's on the right, Yahushua. So as you can see, it's a balance. And the Lord, all throughout the scriptures, gives you many examples about balance. So he tells you these things. You people, whether they don't tell you that in the churches, bring out these scriptures, or you haven't even read them. They're unfamiliar to you. But it's all scriptural. Proverbs 11:1, an unjust weight is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. Okay? And again, he gives you many examples all throughout the scriptures about good and evil. All right? And understand, the Lord's in charge here. This is his movie. Okay? It's his movie. All right? All right. So Lucifer really means light bearer. So in this case, it's talking about the light bearers on the left-hand side. It's talking about the Illuminati, that false light. Because the real light bearers are on the right-hand side. And that would be us, starting with the elders on down. Okay? We're the ones who have the true understanding of the scriptures. All right? right? And we are of the elect. We're Jacob, not them. They're Esau, Edom. They're the opposition, all right? Okay, and that's all in the scriptures about Jacob and Esau. They were fighting in the womb before they even came out of the womb. You understand? And they're two separate nations, all right? Two separate nations are in thy womb. Two manner of people, okay? Two opposing forces. One would be the antagonist and the other the protagonist. The antagonist is Esau, okay? He's the bad guy, and the protagonist, the righteous, are the Israelites, all right? Okay, there you go. All right, let's move on here. All right, so how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? All right, and that pretty much goes along with Luke 10 and 18. And I saw Satan fall as lightning from heaven. All right, what is that talking about? Just like it's talking about here, falling out of power. He's being taken out of the power seat. All right? If you open your eyes, you would see that. America is through. It's finished. All right? How art thou cut to the ground, which did weaken the nations? How did they weaken the nations? Well, through their democracies, right? Their legislations, their draconian laws. Right? You understand all that? And they also did it another way. They also did it through the sword. They went around bombing nations, okay? The stealing of lands, okay? And then setting up central banks, all right? And putting that nation into slavery by putting in their central banks, for the central bankers. The Rothschilds, the Oppenheimers, the Rockefellers, et cetera, 13 families and all, because that's your cabal. That's your shadow government. All right, and all these governments that you see, they're puppet governments that serve them. And America, Babylon the Great, is their cash cow. All right, America is not what you think it is. America's a corporation. All right? Okay, all you have to do is go to Google, put in, America Corporation, 1871. The things will all lead you back to the Bank of England. Guess who the Bank of England is? I've already told you who it is. The international banking families. And I've given you some of their names. All right? All right. For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven and I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. Didn't we just read that over there? Thessalonians 2 and 4, the God complex, who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High, the God power? Yes, we did. We just read that. See? All right? This is why you have to know the scriptures, people, and know your precepts. For it is through thy precepts that I get that understanding. All right? Psalms 119, 104. Matter of fact, all of Psalms 119 is all about the word, all about precepts. All right? Okay? Educating you, teaching you that it's all about the word, the precepts. You understand? That's how you get your understanding, people. All right? And again, Isaiah 28 and 10. Precept upon precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. All right? All right. Okay, so for thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven, and I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. And I will be talking about their NASA program, right? You understand? And nobody ever went to the moon. All right? These people can't get past the firmament, what they call the, the radiation belts. All right? Okay? They call them the Van something radiation belts. And that's really talking about the firmament. They can't get past that. All right? And nobody ever went to the moon. All right? That's all a lie. All right? And they destroyed all those tapes. Okay? And remember, they knew that before HD television ever came out. That was already found out. All right. All right. So, and I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation. Over there in Thessalonians 2 and 4, he says, that he will sit over the temple of God, right? Over the Israelites, right? See, I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the North America. See that? There you go. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, which is a condition, all right, like the grave, like slavery, okay, like where the Israelites are in a lower state, right, with their foot on our necks. You understand that? All right? For the past 529 years. So he's going to be brought down, right? The Lord is taking him down and raising up the horn, which means the power of his people, of the Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, starting with who? The elect of Israel. All right? And I'll give you an example of that in a moment. All right? I'll take you over there to Samuel. All right? Just let me finish this up here. And we do have, some other precepts to get you, but I'll take you to Samuel, and then we'll go back to some other precepts here to show you. All right. So I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, and I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. And they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man? See that? Not talking about Satan, is it? I told you that. It's not talking about the spiritual entity, Satan. It's talking about man. I told you. The Illuminati, the international banking families. All right? Is this the man that made the earth to tremble and did shake kingdoms? How did he do that? With his bombs. Right? Whether, they were bombing in World War I as well. Okay? They were just doing it in a different manner. World War II, they used the B-52 bombers. And let's not forget the bombs that were thrown on Nagasaki and Hiroshima. All right? And in modern day, it's drone bombings. Right? There you go. All right? That made the world as a wilderness. See? Who did that? Who's to blame for that? Who are you going to blame for that? You can't blame the Arabs for that. Even though they're in bed, with the Edomites, with the white man. All right? You can't blame the Arabs for that. You can't blame the Chinese for that. Okay, the Japanese. All right? Who are you going to blame for that? That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof. Who did that? That opened not the house of their prisoners. Right? America, has more prisoners. You could put all the other nations together and it wouldn't even come close to all the jakes that are in the prisons here, in the prison system. You understand all that, people? You get the point? All right? All right, let me take you to Samuel. All right? All right, you know what? We're going to end this here because I don't think we have enough time here, all right? And we'll pick it up when we come back with part 4, all right? And like I said, I have some other precepts to show you about that man of sin, the son of perdition, the wicked, all right? Esau, Edom, also known as the dragon, the old serpent, all right? Which is the devil and Satan, okay? Again, he's that lawless one. He's that, that evil and violent man that you read in Psalms 140. All right. So we'll be right back. All right. With some more precepts. All right. About his God complex after I read this. All right. So we'll be right back with part 4. Shalom.